Hello, all, and welcome to Essex Market in the Lower East Side of New York City. I am here today. I just arrived a few hours ago for NRF, the National Retail Federation. There are thousands of people from around the country and around the world who are descending on New York City for a few days of learning about the latest technology, talking about trends, looking at consumer behavior, and finding whatever that secret sauce is that can help to advance how we execute our retail businesses. And there's other events that are going on around it when you tend to have a high concentration of people with a particular interest. You have brand innovators, you have free think retail, which I'm part of, and one of my favorites, retail ROI, that'll also take place in the city. But what a lot of us like to do, myself included, is to come in a day early and to shop, take a look at the stores and shopping centers that we wouldn't typically see back home because retail is unique in cities like New York or LA. And me, especially, what I love to do is to go to some of the historic markets like Essex Market here. Now, not in this format. I'll talk about what this building is in a little bit, but Essex Market was actually founded in 1818. It was set up as an open air market. It served the growing immigrant population of New York City's Lower East Side. And originally it was a hub for Irish and German immigrants. And later, as Italian, Jewish, and Puerto Rican communities started to come in, it really expanded what its offer was. And that's a beautiful thing. If you think about it, when a lot of nationalities or cultures or even religions would emigrate to a country like the United States, they would tend to stay with their like kind, with people that were like them. Um, but when you had these larger markets that would expand, it was a chance for that interaction. And so markets like the Essex market really became part of creating that melting pot that we know today. It really reflected the diversity of the neighborhood, and the stalls offered goods tied to the different vendors' local traditions. As I walk the market today, I can go in that direction. I can get Moroccan, I can get Latin, I can get Portuguese, I can get Italian, I can get just about anything here. This really parallels London's boroughs market in terms of its role as a cultural melting pot and the reflection of urban diversity. Now, if you think about how we shopped 200 years ago, we didn't have refrigerators, we didn't have freezers, so we didn't go to a supermarket and buy, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks of goods at a time. We would come by a market like this on a daily or every other day basis. And we would catch up with the baker, we would catch up with the produce vendor, we would catch up with the butcher and find out what was going on. We would catch up with family and friends. This is where we would get news from the homeland. This became our center of existence. And so it was much more than just a place to shop. It was our connection to the world around us, and to even family and friends. It facilitated this cultural exchange through foods and goods. And when it operated best, it fostered unity and understanding among diverse communities. Oftentimes, it would present conflict between different communities, and they would be resolved in areas like this. Now, this particular market, the Essex Market, when it was founded outside in 1940, Mayor Fiorello LaGuardia from the LaGuardia Airport today actually relocated it to an indoors market because he wanted to regulate street vendors, put a little bit more control over them, probably tax them, and improve the overall market conditions and the cleanliness of of what was being sold. And then in 2019, as part of a revitalization of the neighborhood, the Essex Market was relocated to this state-of-the-art facility, which is part of the Essex Crossing development, which blends legacy vendors and new businesses. And really, when you walk around, and I'll try to share pictures of it, you really have this melting pot of food and non-food vendors from around the world, which gives it a certain vibrancy, and it continues to serve as a cultural and a commercial hub for the Lower East Side. And these are the kind of things that I think make retail exciting when you realize that it's not just transactional, that it's not just about scrolling through, seeing something like hitting a button and it ships to your home, or putting something in a search bar. That oftentimes it's about the relationships, it's about the discovery, it's about the cultural connection, it's about the community involvement. And I think that as we study that and as we embrace that, we really prepare ourselves not just for what retail and commerce have done in the history that it's gone through, but what it is capable of doing as we continue to move forward. So thanks for joining me today. I am going to go grab something fun to eat, and I will see you from another market. Appreciate you tuning in.